Let's talk now about the tensions between the White House and the Vatican. President Trump lashed out after the Pope recently expressed his opinion on the war in Iran.
And this very public back and forth now has some Trump supporters saying the commander-in-chief needs to apologize. Political reporter Ann Ahern is here for us now to get us up to speed with where everything stands at this hour. Marianne?
Good afternoon. This tension has been brewing for months. Just as there are conservative voters and liberal voters, there are conservative Catholics and liberal Catholics. The Pope traveled to Africa today and spoke to reporters. And Leo says he is not a politician. He's delivering the message of the gospel. This image on President Trump's social media has sparked widespread criticism. It was posted after sharp criticism of Pope Leo. Several hours later, the post was taken down.
I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. So I just heard about it, and I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better, and I do make people better. I make people a lot better.
Late Sunday, Trump had a scathing rebuke of Pope Leo, noting, if I wasn't in the White House, Leo wouldn't be in the Vatican. He added, stop catering to the radical left. The Pope spoke to reporters on his way today to Africa.
I have no fear of neither the Trump administration nor speaking out loudly about the message of the gospel. And that's what I believe I am called to do, what the church is called to do.
Chicago native Bishop Robert Barron, now assigned to Winona, Minnesota, has been supportive of the Trump White House, but he posted, I think the president owes the Pope an apology. After accepting a McDonald's delivery from a DoorDash driver, Trump responded.
Pope Leo said things that are wrong. He was very much against what I'm doing with regard to Iran, and you cannot have a nuclear Iran.
Mary Fiorito is a fellow with the Ethics and Public Policy Center.
The phrases that he uses, they're very incendiary. They're not measured in any way. So I think he needs a little bit more, thought before he posts things publicly that can have wild interpretations put onto them.
Governor Pritzker weighing in with a photo of himself with the Pope saying, in part, the Pope lifts his voice as part of a higher calling. Cardinal Blaise Cupich was featured in a 60 Minutes profile Sunday, critical of the White House social media postings of the war in Iran.
We're dehumanizing the victims of war.
Today, those who attended midday mass at St. Peter's in the Loop responded to this latest controversy.
The Pope is just trying to do, he wants peace. He's a pope. He's got to have peace in the world.
Should the Pope be talking about politics, about wars?
Absolutely, you need to speak out. I mean, that's the whole idea of Easter is peace, and we're responsible.
We reached out to the 3 Republican members of the Illinois congressional delegation, as well as the 2 GOP leaders of the Illinois House and Senate. They either did not respond or said they had nothing to add. However, Republican candidate for governor Darren Bailey did want to talk. You might be surprised what he had to say, and I'll bring you that tonight at 6. Stefan?
Okay. Ann Ahern, thank you so much.